middle school educator and author of Lucia Chronicles. Today's video is just an update on some of the projects that I have going on right now, as well as a Parcc testing update. So we're not quite done in my district, or at least in my building in my district, with Parcc testing yet. We have two more tests, the math test, to take this coming Monday and Tuesday. It's kind of been an extremely drawn out process. We busted out the language arts tests in 3 consecutive days, a Wednesday, Thursday, and a Friday, and it seemed to go well. I'm not sure what to make of it. I know it's significantly less questions, and it's broken down into 3 components. The first component is just basically literary analysis. The second is a research simulation where there's usually 2 or 3 articles or 2 articles in a video, and students are supposed to synthesize information from all 3 sources. And then the last test was a narrative writing test. It seems like it went well. It's hard to say. It scares me when students say that a test like that is easy. I've spent the majority of the year with the adjusted Lexiles telling students who read at a 5th grade level last year that now as a 6th grader, they read at a 3rd grade level. So that's been kind of hard to explain to students as well as parents why there's a sudden drop in their child's reading ability. So I'm not sure. I'm hoping that we get safe harbor this year. The test itself seemed pretty seamless. The students logging in seemed okay. We'll see how it goes with the math Parcc. The social studies air test, we administered that, and that seemed kind of similar. It's just kind of a bummer that the testing window opened in mid-February, and it is March 14th, and we are still testing. And then after this is done, Monday and Tuesday, they have the rest of the week off, and then our district does something called CAP testing and MAP testing for the 4 major content areas. So then our students have several days of that, and then it's spring break, and then we come back from spring break April 13th, and the testing window opens again for end of year tests. And it really just seems excessive. And I could get on my soapbox here, but I'm just going to keep it short and say that the people making the decisions about education need to get into a classroom and talk to students and talk to teachers and not make decisions in a vacuum, because they have no clue what on earth is going on down here while they're up there in La La Land or wherever the decisions seem to be made. It seems like they're made in a parallel universe or something. So Parcc testing, I think, went well. I really think that would be good with end of year tests. Have month-long end of year tests, fine. But I pretty much feel like I was done teaching in February, and I'm currently doing a novel study, and then after spring break we're going to start another one. Earlier this year I did The Giver, and I'm currently doing Joey Pigza Swallow the Key. I think next year I'm going to flip-flop those. I'm going to start with Joey Pigza, and that because it's a little bit lower level, and then go with The Giver. But I tie Joey Pigza into figurative language, and I'm going to end the year with The Skin I'm In. I will have another video in the near future discussing the texts I use in my classroom and how I use them. And the texts I've used, I've been in a 5th grade classroom, 6th grade classroom, 7th grade classroom, and 8th grade classroom, so I have a lot of resources in terms of the texts I use and why I chose the texts that I chose. I focus more on content than Lexile. I mean, some may agree, some may disagree with that, but to me that's the most important thing and what can ignite a love of reading, not reading at a particular numeric level. But that's the writer in me probably talking as well as the educator. In other news, something more exciting than Parcc testing is all the projects I have going on. My nonfiction project has gone under 2 edits, and I would like to share the title with you. It's the first time I'm talking about the title. It's actually going to be called The 8-Bold Path. I'm going to save the details for later when it's actually published so I can have a video about that. So that will be coming soon. I just have to do the final edits and change some formatting because the system I use, Microsoft Word, when you put in edits it often affects the formatting, and that's a huge trial and error process. You can actually see my other video on how much I hate formatting. It's on this channel as well. Other projects, I decided that I'm going to try my hand at a picture book for my best friend's baby, which is kind of cool because I don't have brothers or sisters, so he's like my nephew. And for his first birthday, I want to do a picture book. And I actually decided to do a collaboration, since I self-published, with one of my former students who is he's in middle school going into high school soon. And he is an awesome, like, triple threat kind of kid, design, art, music, theater, quadruple threat, I guess. So hopefully we're going to work on a collaboration together, and I can't wait to share the process and the finished product with you in regards to that as well. My NaNoWriMo 2014 is currently undergoing its third round of editing. I'm kind of putting that on the back burner because I finished my February is for Writers writing challenge, and the Eve story is currently, my spin-off novella for Lucia Chronicles is currently undergoing second round of editing. And I have another surprise coming with the Lucia Chronicles in the near future. So there is a lot going on in education and writerland right now, and I have so much more to share with you in future videos. So it's an exciting time on this particular channel, especially as we go into summer, and then I'll be going in July to the Midwest Writers Workshop. So that's all I have for you today. Let me know about your Parcc experience or any projects that you're working on. I'd love to hear from you and talk to you and get to know you better. In the meanwhile, happy reading and happy writing.